Now at 11:30, look at this. This bizarre, dangerous crash overnight in La Mesa wakes up a family living there after an airborne car hits their house's roof before it landed inside that RV. Thank you so much for being with us here on CBS 8. I'm Netta Iranpour.
I'm Eric Connert, and the bizarre story doesn't end there. No one was inside that home that was hurt, but the driver took off, still hasn't been found here. CBS 8's Regina Irita live at the scene with what we know here this morning. You spoke to the homeowners who kind of were impacted by all of this.
Yeah, well, Eric and Etta, they were sleeping at the time, and that car actually landed on the roof. That roof leads to their bedroom, but the better way to describe this is with the owner, Tom, here. I'm going to bring in Tom. Tom, you and your wife were sleeping at the time. What happened after that?
We were asleep, and about 12:30, we heard a loud noise. Wasn't sure exactly what happened. I ran to the backyard to see if there was somebody back there. Nobody there. We heard the smoke detector going off in our trailer, so we're like, what the heck? I ran to the front yard. Opened it up, my front door, saw a car sticking out of our fifth wheel trailer. So I ran right in. I'm like, somebody's got to be hurt. Ran right in, opened the door of the trailer, and when I got in, nobody was in the car. They landed on top of the roof. Obviously, they hit the roof and launched right into our toy hauler trailer.
I mean, just seeing this right behind you, that is obviously the roof, the bedroom right there.
Yeah,
you and your wife were both sleeping there.
Sleeping, and had they been going a little bit slower, could have landed on the bed with me and my wife sleeping. And you could be doing this interview at the morgue.
No, oh my goodness. So walk me through, because I know that you told me that this isn't the first time that a similar accident like this has happened.
Here up the road a little bit, where these condos are, on the backside of the condos, there was a car that crashed into there, came around the corner. Before that, before they built these condos, there was a car that came around the corner. They had just a cement wall up, actually came down and took out the cement wall. They had to rebuild the wall to do that. Then a couple years ago, someone actually hit this guardrail here, was spun around, a van was pointing against traffic. And when the family was here in the 60s, someone came around and landed on top of the house back in the 60s.
Multiple times.
Yes, this has been multiple.
How is your wife? I talked to her earlier. She was emotional.
She's emotional, very shook up. Now she's going almost to the anger part of, why aren't people doing anything to help us prevent this from happening? Because next time it could be worse.
And you talked to the city?
Yes, the city came out here. They're great. Credit to the city. They came out here. Luckily, there's no structural damage. It's just the roof. So that's we can fix.
Well, Tom, thank you so much for talking to us all morning. I know, obviously, pretty scary situation, but fortunately, you and your wife, I know that your mother-in-law, they're all here. They're all fine. That's the important part. This will be cleaned up slowly, by little, correct?
Friends and family have been coming here, too. So.
Right. Well, guys, La Mesa Police Department very quickly confirmed that they are still looking for the person responsible for this. We will try to get more information on that.